Close your eyes. Take a deep, slow breath and feel the air fill your chest like a gentle wave rising against the shore. Now, release it slowly, and with that breath, let go of the day, the year, and the century. Imagine your spirit becoming as light as a single feather caught in a warm Mediterranean breeze. We are drifting away from the noise of the modern world, soaring over the deep indigo waters of the Aegean Sea, guided only by the silver glow of a full moon. We are descending slowly toward the heart of ancient Greece, to the silent, sacred city of Athens. It is midnight. The city is held in a profound embrace of cool marble, ancient shadows, and the scent of wild thyme. You find yourself standing at the foot of the Acropolis, the high city. The paths beneath your feet are made of ancient stones worn smooth by millions of footsteps over thousands of years. They feel as soft as silk against your soles. The air here is different. It is thick with the scent of sun-drenched earth, dried pine needles, and a faint, salty kiss from the sea. The sky above is so clear that the Milky Way looks like a river of diamonds spilled across a velvet cloth. In the ancient world, they called this cosmos, unordered beauty. But for you, tonight, it is simply a vast, safe darkness that stretches forever. Look up. High above you, the Parthenon stands against the stars. Its massive marble columns do not look like stone tonight. In the moonlight, they seem to glow with an inner light, like pillars of frozen smoke. They are the silent giants of history, holding up the heavens on their weary shoulders. As a light wind sighs through the columns, it creates a faint, melodic hum, the music of the spheres. It is a sound that greeted Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. They stood where you stand, looking at these same stars, pondering the mysteries of existence. But tonight, there are no questions to answer. There are no problems to solve. You do not need to understand the universe, you only need to rest within it. Imagine walking toward a solitary olive tree near the temple's edge. Its trunk is twisted and gnarled, a living sculpture that has survived 1,000 winters and 1,000 summers. Lean your back against its sturdy frame. Feel the rough, dry bark supporting your spine. The tree's roots reach deep into the dark, cool earth, touching the very beginnings of time. As you lean there, feel yourself taking root with it. Your body begins to feel heavy, grounding itself into the sacred soil. Every worry, every tension in your shoulders, every tight knot in your mind is being drawn out by the tree and surrendered into the earth. With every inhalation, you breathe in the silver stillness of the night. With every exhalation, your fatigue turns into marble dust and floats away into the shadows. Watch the play of light on the white marble steps of the Acropolis. The stone absorbs the moonlight, reflecting a soft, pearlescent glow that is kind to the eyes. From far below, the rhythmic pulse of the sea at the port of Piraeus reaches your ears. Hush, hush. The waves are whispering lullabies to the shore. This rhythm begins to match the beating of your heart. Your pulse slows, your mind settles. There is no past to regret and no future to fear. There is only this singular moment of marble coolness and absolute silence. In your mind, drift slowly into the inner sanctum of the temple. It is cooler here, the shadows are deeper, and the silence is more majestic. The great statues cast long protective shadows against the floor. Here, time has no power. Feel the patience of the stone. Imagine for a moment that you are a block of marble, a piece of eternity that has stood still for ages, watching the winds, the rains, and the stars go by. You have nowhere to be. You have nothing to fix. You are simply present. You are simply resting. A faint breeze brushes past your cheek. It carries the echoes of ancient whispers, the breath of philosophers who once taught that everything flows. Let your thoughts flow like that. Let them be like leaves on a dark river, drifting further and further away until they disappear into the depths of the Aegean. The crowded marketplace of your mind, the noisy agora of your daily life, is now empty. There is only a vast, peaceful, and dark space. The moon has reached its highest point in the sky. A sacred silence has fallen over all of Athens. The city sleeps under the protective wings of Athena. You are under that same protection. Your bed is no longer just a bed. It is the soft, safe lap of these ancient hills. Every part of your body, from your toes to the crown of your head, is becoming heavy with the weight of sleep. Your eyelids are as heavy as the great bronze doors of a temple. Closing them is the easiest thing in the world. Sleep is rising like a gentle tide, starting at your feet and moving upward. It is not a darkness to fear, but a sanctuary to enter. The ancient Greeks saw sleep as the twin of death, but also as the greatest healer of life. Now, that healer places a cool hand upon your forehead. Every muscle in your face softens. The stars above the Acropolis are fading one by one, replaced by a deep velvet darkness that is warm and welcoming. Slow down even more. My voice is becoming a distant light on the horizon, fading into the mist. Now, you hear only the sound of your own breath and the eternal silence of the marble. Athens is asleep. The temples are asleep. You are asleep. The silver marble of Athens begins to fade, dissolving into a deep, misty blue. As you lie there, perfectly still, feel the air around you transform. It is no longer the dry scent of thyme and pine. It is becoming cool, humid, and heavy with the mystery of the deep. You are no longer standing on the heights of the Acropolis. You are floating, weightless and free, above the vast, dark expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. The stars above are reflected in the water below, so that you are suspended between two infinities. This is the journey to the world that time forgot, the legendary kingdom of Atlantis. Imagine yourself beginning a slow, gentle descent. You are not falling. You are sinking like a petal through a dream. As you pass through the surface of the water, the sounds of the world above, the wind, the birds, the distant echoes of humanity, are instantly silenced. There is only a profound, rhythmic thrumming, the heartbeat of the ocean. The water is not cold. It is a warm, sapphire embrace that holds your entire body, supporting every limb, every muscle, and every bone. You are safer here than you have ever been. As you drift deeper, the light from the moon above transforms into a shimmering ethereal glow. And then you see it, spread out across the sea floor like a jewel fallen from the sky, is the capital of Atlantis. It is a city of concentric circles, rings of land separated by rings of calm, crystal water. The architecture is unlike anything the world has seen since. Great palaces built of red, black, and white stone, encrusted with gold and a mysterious glowing metal called orichalcum. The light from this metal casts a soft amber radiance through the deep blue water, creating a world of eternal twilight. Floating through the grand gates of the city, you see the statues of Poseidon, carved from giant pearls and emeralds, standing guard over the silent avenues. There are no crowds here now. The golden chariots are still. The great fountains, which once flowed with both hot and cold mineral springs, are now part of the ocean's quiet flow. Visualize the gardens of Atlantis, where the plants do not need the sun. They are bioluminescent, glowing in shades of violet, turquoise, and soft pink. They sway slowly in the underwater currents, like dancers in a dream. You drift toward the great temple of Poseidon at the very center of the city. Its walls are covered in silver, and its roof is made of solid ivory. Inside, the silence is absolute. It is a cathedral of the sea. Find a place to rest within these hallowed halls, perhaps on a bed of soft, glowing sea moss that feels like the finest velvet. As you lie there, look up through the translucent roof at the water above. Schools of silver fish glide past like shimmering clouds, their movements fluid and effortless. Atlantis did not disappear because of chaos. It was reclaimed by the earth to be kept a secret forever. It is a place where all the world's lost things are found and kept safe. Your own lost peace, your forgotten stillness is here, waiting for you in the sapphire depths. Feel the pressure of the water, not as a weight, but as a protective shield. It presses gently against your skin, telling your nervous system that it is okay to let go. You are shielded from the noise, the light, and the demands of the surface. Listen to the song of the deep. It is a low, resonating hum, the sound of the earth's own ancient memory. Deep and still. Deep and still. With every breath you take, you are breathing in the wisdom of the ages. The oxygen here is pure and infinite. Your lungs expand and contract with the effortless rhythm of the tides. Your mind is becoming like the water, clear, vast, and undisturbed. Any lingering thoughts are like tiny bubbles rising to the surface, breaking and vanishing into nothingness. The amber glow of the orichalcum begins to dim, lulling you into a deeper state of relaxation. The city of Atlantis is preparing for its own long sleep. The great gates are closing. The glowing plants are softening their light. The ocean is tucking the city into a blanket of sand and silence. You are part of this city. You are a citizen of this peaceful, submerged world. Your limbs feel like they are made of the same heavy gold that lines the palace walls. You couldn't move them even if you wanted to. Your head is resting on a pillow of ancient silk, and your eyes are fixed on the fading blue light. The darkness is not empty. It is full of comfort. It is a cocoon of sapphire silk. As we leave the golden halls of Atlantis, the city remains behind you, a beautiful secret kept at the bottom of your consciousness. It will always be there, silent and serene, whenever you need to return. But for now, the descent is complete. You have reached the very bottom of the dream. Here is part 3, the roof of the world, the monasteries of the Himalayas. This script is designed to be read with extreme slowness, incorporating deep sighs and moments of stillness, reaching between 4,500 and 5,000 characters. Part 3, the roof of the world. The sapphire waters of Atlantis begin to evaporate, turning into a cool, thin mist that rises higher and higher. Feel yourself ascending, leaving the depths behind and soaring through the clouds until the air becomes crisp, sharp, and incredibly pure. You are no longer in the heavy embrace of the ocean. You are standing on a jagged, snow-dusted ridge in the heart of the Himalayas. This is the roof of the world, a place where the earth reaches out to touch the stars, and the silence is so profound it feels like a physical presence. Look around you. The sun has just dipped below the horizon. leaving behind a sky painted in shades of deep violet, bruised orange, and icy indigo. The mountain peaks, the giants of the world, surround you like frozen waves of stone and ice, their summits glowing with the last faint light of the day. The wind here does not howl, it whispers. It carries the scent of frozen juniper, ancient incense, and the absolute purity of snow that has never been touched by man. Before you, perched precariously on the edge of a cliff, is a lonely Tibetan monastery. Its walls are made of rough-hewn stone and white plaster, and its wooden beams are painted in faded reds and golds. This is a sanctuary of the spirit, a place where time is measured not by clocks, but by the turning of prayer wheels and the rising of the moon. As you walk toward the heavy timber doors, your footsteps are muffled by a thin layer of fresh snow. Crunch and silence, crunch and silence. The doors creak open to reveal a long, dimly lit corridor. The air inside is warmer, thick with the earthy sweet smell of yak butter lamps and burning sandalwood. You follow the flickering golden light to a meditation hall. The floor is covered in thick, woven wool rugs, and the walls are lined with ancient silk tapestries depicting peaceful deities and endless mandalas. Find a place to sit or lie down on a pile of soft crimson cushions. As you settle in, feel the immense weight of the mountains all around you. These peaks have stood for millions of years. They are the definition of stability. Let their strength become your strength. In the center of the hall, a single monk sits in perfect stillness. He strikes a large bronze singing bowl. The sound is deep and resonating. It doesn't just fill the room, it vibrates through your chest, through your bones, and through the very cells of your body. Listen as the note lingers, slowly fading into a hum, then a whisper, then total silence. With every strike of the bowl, feel a layer of tension peel away from your mind. The thin mountain air requires you to breathe deeply and slowly. Imagine your breath is a white mist entering your body and cooling your thoughts, then leaving as a warm vapor, carrying away the last remnants of your daily life. Inhale the clarity of the peaks. Exhale the clutter of the world. Here, 10,000 feet above the sea, you are far above the storms of emotion and the clouds of worry. You are looking down at the world from a place of absolute perspective. The monastery is a place of sunyata, the great emptiness. But this emptiness is not a void, it is a fullness of peace. It is the realization that you are part of the vastness. Visualize the stars outside the window. Because the air is so thin, they do not twinkle. They burn with a steady, fierce light. They are so close you feel you could reach out and pluck one from the sky. The universe is intimate here. It is a house you belong in. One by one, the butter lamps in the hall are extinguished. The golden light retreats, leaving only the soft blue glow of the starlight filtering through the high windows. The monks have retired to their cells. The prayer wheels have stopped spinning. The only sound is the rhythmic, distant tolling of a bell in a valley far, far below, a sound so faint it is almost a memory. Feel your body sinking into the crimson cushions. Your legs are heavy and relaxed. Your hands are open and still. Your jaw is loose. Your forehead is smooth, like a lake reflecting a moonlit sky. You are as unshakable as the mountain, as silent as the snow, and as vast as the night sky. The cold outside only makes the warmth within you more precious. As you drift towards sleep, imagine the great white silence of the Himalayas wrapping around you like a heavy woolen blanket. It is a silence that protects. it is a silence that heals. The world below is far away, lost in the mists of the valleys. You are safe here, on the roof of the world, closer to the heavens than to the earth. The mountain is holding you, the stars are watching you, the silence is singing to you. Your journey is over for tonight. The path is covered in snow. There is nowhere left to go but inward into the soft, dark temple of your own dreams. Sleep now in the heart of the mountains. Sleep in the center of the silence. Here is part 4. The Emerald Cathedral, the bamboo forests of Kyoto. This script is written to be narrated with long, breathy pauses, mimicking the swaying of the trees, reaching between 4,500 and 5,000 characters. Part 4. The Emerald Cathedral. The frozen, silent peaks of the Himalayas begin to soften, their sharp edges melting into a gentle, mist-covered morning. The thin, icy air transforms into a humid, life-giving warmth that smells of damp earth and crushed leaves. You are no longer on the roof of the world. You are standing at the entrance of a vast, emerald world, the Sagano bamboo forest in Arashiyama, Japan. It is the hour of the blue light, that magical moment just before the sun rises, when the world is held in a state of perfect, expectant grace. As you step onto the narrow wooden path, look up. Thousands upon thousands of straight, slender bamboo stalks reach toward the heavens like the pillars of a living cathedral. They are so tall that their tops disappear into a soft lime green canopy that filters the light into 1,000 shades of jade and malachite. This is a place of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. Every breath you take here is a healing ritual, drawing in the pure oxygen and the subtle woody essence of the bamboo. Listen, the Japanese Ministry of Environment has named the sound of this forest as one of the 100 soundscapes of Japan. It is a symphony of wood. When the wind moves through the forest, the bamboo stalks sway slowly, leaning into one another with a rhythmic creak and clack, creak and clack. It is the sound of giants whispering. The leaves high above rustle, like the sound of a distant gentle rain, even though the sky is clear. This sound is a natural metronome, a heartbeat for the earth, and it is slowing your own heart down to match its ancient pace. Imagine walking deeper into the green shadows. The path is soft under your feet, cushioned by a carpet of fallen leaves and moss. The moss is a deep, vibrant emerald, glowing with the moisture of the morning dew. It covers the roots of the trees and the ancient stone lanterns like a thick velvet blanket. As you walk, feel the greenness of the forest entering your eyes and calming your mind. In color therapy, this shade of green is the color of balance, of the heart, and of growth. Let it wash over your thoughts, smoothing out the jagged edges of your day. You find a small, wooden pavilion nestled in a clearing where the bamboo grows in perfect circles. There is a low stone bench covered in a soft silk cushion. Sit down and let your hands rest palms up on your knees. Feel the stillness of the forest. Bamboo is a remarkable plant. It is incredibly strong, yet it is hollow and flexible. It bows to the wind but never breaks. As you sit there, imagine your own spine becoming like a stalk of bamboo, upright and strong, yet relaxed and supple. You are learning the secret of the forest, to move with the winds of life without letting them break your spirit. In the center of the clearing, there is a small stone basin, a tsukubai, where water drips steadily from a bamboo pipe. Drip, plop, drip, plop. The sound is crisp and clear, marking the passage of time in a way that feels infinite rather than urgent. Each drop creates a tiny ripple that spreads across the surface of the water and then vanishes into stillness. Your thoughts are like those ripples. They appear, they spread, and then they return to the calm, dark water of your subconscious. The sun begins to rise higher and Komoredi, the phenomenon of sunlight filtering through the leaves of trees, begins to happen. Beams of golden light pierce through the emerald canopy, dancing on the forest floor like ethereal spirits. They warm the patches of moss and the wood of your pavilion. Feel that warmth on your skin, a gentle golden weight that encourages your muscles to surrender even further to gravity. Everything in this forest is interconnected. The roots of the bamboo form a vast invisible web beneath the earth, supporting one another. You are not alone in your rest. You are supported by the earth, by the forest, and by the ancient tradition of peace that this place represents. The air is becoming heavier now, more tranquil, as the morning mist begins to settle back into the ground. The sound of the wind in the bamboo is becoming a distant lullaby. The creak and clack of the wood is softening, turning into a rhythmic sigh. Your eyelids are becoming as heavy as the dew-laden leaves. The emerald light is fading into a soft, dark charcoal as you prepare to close your eyes. The forest is safe. The path is quiet. The bamboo will stand guard over your dreams, swaying in the wind, bowing to the night, and keeping the world's noise far, far away. Your breathing is now as slow and as deep as the movement of the forest itself. You are sinking into the moss, into the wood, into the very heart of the green. The Emerald Cathedral is quiet now. The light has gone. There is only the scent of the earth and the promise of deep, restorative sleep. The emerald shadows of the bamboo forest begin to dissolve into a soft, humid warmth. The rustling of leaves transforms into the rhythmic, hypnotic pull of the tide. You are no longer under a canopy of green. You are standing on the edge of the world, on the pristine white sands of Vadhu Island in the Maldives. It is a night beyond time. The air is sweet with the scent of tropical salt, blooming jasmine, and the cool, clean breath of the Indian Ocean. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the warm, velvet air fill your lungs. As you exhale, imagine your feet sinking into the sand. It is not just sand, it feels like powdered silk, still holding the gentle warmth of the day's sun. The ocean stretches out before you, a vast mirror of obsidian, perfectly still, under a sky so full of stars that there is no room for the dark. Here, the universe feels close enough to touch. As you walk toward the water's edge, something miraculous begins to happen. With every step you take, the sand beneath your feet glows with a brilliant neon blue light. This is the sea of stars. Millions of tiny bioluminescent plankton are reacting to your touch, lighting up like fallen constellations. Your footsteps leave a trail of glowing sapphire stardust behind you. Step and glow, step and glow. You're walking on light. Stop at the point where the water meets the shore. The waves here do not crash. They slide across the sand with a sound like silk being pulled over glass. Shh, and rest. Shh, and rest. As the water retreats, it leaves behind a shimmering fringe of electric blue, a reflection of the galaxy above. It is as if the stars have decided to come down to earth to wash away the dust of your day. Imagine lying down right there on the soft, warm slope of the beach, just out of reach of the tide. The sand molds itself perfectly to the shape of your body, supporting your lower back, your shoulders, and your neck. You are perfectly cradled. Above you, the Milky Way is a glowing arch of ancient light. You are looking at photons that have traveled for billions of years just to find your eyes at this very moment. In the face of such vastness, your worries become smaller than a single grain of sand. They simply drift away, carried out to sea by the gentle pull of the current. The rhythm of the ocean begins to sync with your breathing. The tide comes in. Your chest rises. The tide goes out. Your body sinks deeper into the sand. You are becoming part of the planet's own breathing. The water is a warm, sapphire heartbeat. There is no effort required. You are being breathed by the world. As you watch the glowing blue waves, feel a sense of profound wholeness. You have traveled through the golden sands of Egypt, the white marble of Athens, the sapphire depths of Atlantis, the frozen peaks of the Himalayas, and the emerald forests of Japan. All those places, all those histories, and all those silences are now part of you. You have gathered the peace of the entire world, and it is all resting here with you on this glowing shore. The light of the bioluminescence begins to soften, turning from a brilliant neon to a faint, pulsing glow, like a slow burning ember. The stars above seem to grow larger and softer, turning into warm, glowing orbs that watch over you. The horizon line between the sea and the sky disappears, leaving you floating in a dream of blue and silver. You're weightless. You're safe. You're exactly where you're meant to be. The temperature of the night is perfect. A gentle, cooling breeze that brushes over your forehead like a mother's hand. Every muscle in your face is now completely relaxed. Your jaw is heavy. Your eyes are resting deep in their sockets. The glowing water continues its endless rhythmic dance, but its sound is becoming fainter, moving further and further into the distance. The journey is complete. The maps have been folded. The stars are dimmed. The sea of stars is tucking you into the softest darkness you have ever known. There is nothing left to imagine. There is nothing left to do. The world will continue its turn. The tides will continue their pull, and the stars will continue their glow. But you are finished. You are home. Your mind is a calm, dark ocean. The last ripple has vanished. The surface is like glass. You are sinking into the deep, warm, and beautiful silence of the night. Sleep now under the blanket of the stars. Sleep in the cradle of the tide. Sleep in the peace you have found. Good night, traveler.